G'day everyone, this is Urana Lake in the middle of the township of Urana. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. Now this is Urana Lake in the Urana township in Riverina, New South Wales. It's Urana Lake, it's not Lake Urana. Lake Urana is out the road further and it's a huge, vast expanse of water that naturally fills. This is a man-made lake in the township of Urana. So there's Urana Lake and Lake Urana. Lake Urana, I believe, is all on private property, but Urana Lake is right here in a garden pretty much, right next to the caravan park. And this is stocked with fish. I know it's stocked with golden perch, but I'm not sure what else. Anyway, let's throw a couple of lines into Urana Lake and see what we can catch. Right now, I'm down to about my last 10 or a dozen Jan-Juck worms. So and I'm going to have worms on both rods. But this rod's rigged up with a paternoster rig and probably a little bit too much weight, but I'll start off with that. While I rig up my other rod, I'll start off with 2 worms on each rod, and then I'll move to 1 worm if I need to. Righto, now my second rod is rigged with a float, and it's got quite a lengthy dropper of about 1.5 meters. I'm not going to cast that out too far. I'm just going to put it out just there and just let it drift back in towards the bank here. Now the wind might make that drift too fast, in which case I will quickly change over to a sinker rig, but I'll start with a float and see how that goes. Just had a bite on my paternoster rig. I just looked up in time to see it shaking. I've had to make a small change. The wind was wreaking havoc with my bubble float, so I've taken it off and replaced it with a running sinker rig. I don't think I'm going to need to cast it out too far, so I'm just going to look at the nibble on this other body. I'm just going to cast it out over there. Just getting a couple of really small nibbles on my running sinker rig here as the local boat went past. The lake cruise. But as always, as soon as I come over to tend to it, it stopped. Got him. What have I got? No surprises there. It's a little carpio. It's getting nibbles on both rods at the same time then. Untangle my paternoster and I'll show you my fish. My prized catch from Urana Lake. Folks, I'm on the board at Urana Lake with a carp and it's taken me 45 minutes. Right, I've got a couple of fresh worms on my paternoster and I've put 2 back on, even though I'm running low. Now I moved that line before. I originally casted it right out there, but I've moved it in closer, thinking that maybe the fish might be around the edges. And that's where I caught that one. Over there's a big windmill, and down here there's a fountain. Every time we get a big gust of wind, the windmill starts turning and water starts coming out of the fountain, and then as soon as the wind dies down and the windmill stops turning, the fountain stops running. That's pretty cool. The only problem with that is you'll never sit here on a really calm evening and enjoy the sounds of water from the fountain, because if that windmill ain't turning, that fountain ain't flowing. Getting another bite in close to the bank here. If I keep getting bites at this frequency, I'll have to get down to 1 worm. I had a look at the fish stocking history of this lake, and it has received quite a few golden perch and Murray cod over the last 10 years, there it goes. Not record-breaking numbers, but it has received quite a few. So it has been stocked with both cod and yellow belly, but with a lot of... Missed him. There's been a lot of water flowing in here over the last few months from the Urana Creek with all the floods, and then down into Lake Urana, and yellow belly just love moving water, so there's no sort of way of knowing for sure whether any of those fish that were stocked are still here or not. Surely there'd have to be some still here. Getting a bite on the paternoster again. I nearly reckon I need to swap these 2 rods around, put the running sinker over where the paternoster is. Now I've put the running sinker rig on the left because I just find with these small fish, I reckon the paternoster rig, the fish can feel the weight of the sinkers, especially when you've got two sinkers on like I have, because I've been fishing in rivers recently. So I put that out there, and I put the running sinker rig in with the smaller fish, so they might be able to hold onto the bait a bit longer. Is it pulling tight? Is there a yabby or something on my line? Oh, there was. I reckon that was a yabby. Yeah, the rod on the left's getting a bit of a nibble again. Here he goes. And got him this time. It's another carp, I'm pretty sure. It's bigger than the last one, but it's definitely a carp. I don't think I need the net. Let's lift him out. He's bigger than the last one. And that's Urana Lake carp number 2. Just had a ripper of a bite on the paternoster rig while I'm getting this running sinker rig back in. It's gone really slack, which can sometimes be a sign that something's got it. And see, something's still going with it, something's swimming with it. Here it goes. Here it goes, and got him. It's very small, whatever it is. Another little carp. No surprises there. It's the Urana Lake Carp Fest. I haven't even got this other rod back in. I'll quickly put this back in, then I'll deal with this carp. Right, the Urana Lake Carp Fest. That's 3 carp. Being that this has been stocked with yellow belly and Murray cod, I am hoping for something else. I'd like to be able to fish till dark because that's the best time to catch both of those species, right on sunset. But I can't. I've got family commitments. It's really calmed right off now. That southerly breeze has died right down. The fountain's not pumping anything now. Well, the wind sprung back up and now the fountain's, she's pumping. That's going to be fascinating. Oh, we're going to bite on this other rod here. Got him. I can catch one more before I go. Another carp. Oh, that's 4 on the board. Catching carp is fun. It would be great to see a yellow belly turn up, but catching carp is fun. And I'm going to put this line back in for a little while yet. Not quite ready to go yet, but I'm getting closer. Awesome. 4 on the board, 4 carp on the board at Urana Lake. Not Lake Urana. Well folks, I'm down to my last worm. My last janjuck worm, there's none left. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw all that worm dirt out there as a bit of burley. I've just put the last worm, which was only half a worm, on my hook. And that's all I've got left. He's still there. Got him. Ooh, might be a bit bigger this one. Whoa, 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 whoa. This one might be a landing net job, I think. Wouldn't it be nice if it was a big yellow belly? Haven't seen it yet, so it still could be, although it's fighting very much like a carp. It's a carp. It's actually not much bigger than the other larger one I caught earlier. This one's just got a bit more energy, I think. It's not even an overly big fish. This is on my last worm. If there's any worms left, I'll put the line back in for a while. If there's no worms left on the hook, well, it stays out. It's not even a big fish. It just had a lot of energy. It still has got a lot of energy. Come on. Come on. I thought that was a monster when I hooked it. I thought I had probably a 50 to 55 centimetre carp. I just had a very, very active 30 to 35 centimetre model. This is Urana Lake, not Lake Urana. Right in the middle of the Urana township in the Riverina region of New South Wales, and I've had a wonderful afternoon here. I only caught carp, but I know that there are golden perch and Murray cod in here because they've been stocked. There's a caravan park just there, there's a boat ramp just there. What a wonderful place. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video.